Over $2 million liquidated in Bitcoin as Bitcoin crashes below 100,000. Nay, on Binance Square, there is a post saying that $1.0 billion have been liquidated in 24 hours. That's massive. Welcome back to the CryptoFather channel. Today is the 23rd of June. Things are not looking great. We've got the Black Swan event that isn't really a Black Swan event. People were talking about the possibility of there being a war. But I don't think anybody predicted that that Trump would actually get involved and start, dropping bombs on Iran. That was, I think, kind of unpredictable. Although, granted, maybe not completely out of the question. But I guess it happened so suddenly. We're gonna call it a Black Swan event because, anyway, as a result of that, things are not looking too great. The reaction of the markets to it obviously is not good, and the crypto market in particular, because that's what we're concerned about. But the market cap has dropped to $3.15 trillion, which is a massive drop. Yesterday we were sitting at 3.25 or almost 3.3 trillion. Right now it's at 3.15 with $152 billion in trading volume. Bitcoin is below 100,000. Not a good look. Ethereum looks like it could be drawing back down below $2,000 again, and everything else is dumping as well. Solana at $129. BNB seems to be holding its own above $600. Cardano at 52 cents again. Litecoin at $78. Hedra 13 cents. Polkadot at $3.13. Pi has gone into mass recession, 7% retracement on Pi. So things are not looking very good. Let's have a quick look at Meowcoin. Meowcoin's got a massive dump. We've gone from stable 7 quadruple 07 to quadruple 06 and a market cap of $440,000 on Meowcoin. So not too great. So this is what's happening. Over 200 million liquidated in Bitcoin as Bitcoin crashes below $100,000. Just in case somebody is still in the dark on why this is happening. Trump claims US obliterated Iran's nuclear sites as Tehran warns of consequences. Basically, Israel has, I guess, more or less declared war unofficially or attacked Iran, and USA stepped in and began doing the exact same thing. And so right now Trump claims that US has obliterated Iran's nuclear sites as Tehran warns of consequences. Not sure how accurate that description is, but apparently the USA sent a massive flotilla of ships blasting rockets at Iran. The US attack on Iran's nuclear facilities involves more than 125 aircraft, according to US official. B-2 stealth bombers dropped more than a dozen massive bunker buster bombs on Iran's Fordo and Natanz facilities, while Tomahawk missiles struck a site in the city of Isfahan. And Israel says they hit surface missile warehouses in central Iran as well. The biggest thing that I hear talks of is Iran is planning on closing the Hormuz Strait after US attacks, and the Hormuz Strait would increase the prices for oil, because that apparently is the route, one of the main routes for the transportation of oil out of Kuwait, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, obviously right here. So if Iran does close off this strait, if they block it off and prevent ships from leaving, then obviously we're going to see massive spikes on oil. So here's a bet that you could risk playing. Buy some oil, because if this does happen, then oil prices should skyrocket as demand and supply balance themselves out. A post on Binance, according to PA News, over the past 24 hours, a total of 243,000 individuals worldwide experienced liquidations amounting to 1.015 billion. Of this total, long positions are accounted for 905 million, while short positions contributed to 110 million. So not only longs were liquidated, mainly longs, but also some short positions as well. The Bitcoin chart looks as follows. On the weekly, we are printing a second red candle on the week. It's not looking too good. If we were going to go into recovery mode, I guess we could see Bitcoin drop all the way to, 84,000. There's a lot of support on the way before we get there, but we could see that occurring, hopefully not. But I guess there are a couple of recovery zones right here with this massive candle that could be recovered. So we'd be looking at a dip of about 97, so possibly going down to $97,000. We haven't reached that just yet on Bitcoin. Bitcoin's only dunked to, what is that, 98 right now, so we could still possibly see Bitcoin go to 97. If worse comes to worse, we could see a recovery of this candle right here as well, and so that could probably go to 87, but I don't think we're gonna go that far, but who knows. Yeah, an interesting chart. There's a chart for the total market cap supply for altcoins only, without Bitcoin. And if you notice on the, let's go on the weekly so we can see the chart nicely. Basically the all-time high on altcoin market cap was in 2021 when it reached $1.7 trillion. And this time around, we've only reached the market cap, overall market cap for altcoins has reached $1.6 trillion, not even breaching the all-time high for altcoins that was established in 2021. And then we had a nice retracement going down to 800 billion, pumped back up to 1.2, and right now we are retracing right here. So basically since November of 2024, we had a nice pump on the market cap for altcoins, and so right now it looks to me like this is a retracement to recover some of these zones here. So this is, I guess, expected. You got to keep in mind the Bitcoin dominance stands at 62% right now, which is quite big. It's the biggest one, it's the biggest number we've seen ever, essentially. So 62.26% on Bitcoin, and Ethereum's dominance stands at 8.37%. So while this retracement on the altcoins is, on the market cap for crypto overall is obviously painful to watch, you got to keep in mind that after the dump after the bull run in 2021, we were sitting in the bear market, and then we saw a high, a low, then a higher high, and still a higher low here on the market cap for altcoins. So all is not lost. Quite literally, when you look at the technical analysis, the TA standpoint, then we're actually doing quite well. And since we haven't really breached the all-time high for altcoins just yet, there is still that possibility of seeing another top for altcoins. And I guess if you were to draw a triangle, we'd probably see an ascending triangle here on the altcoin market. We could see this going into a nice crescendo sometime in the future, probably not too soon actually. I think we're going to see massive gains in 2029, like I said, but I just hope that this time around we're still not we haven't entered the bear market just yet. We shouldn't have entered the bear market just yet. If it wasn't for this what's happening right now in the Middle East, we'd probably be flying. Bitcoin falls to $98,000 as Ether loses 10% and XRP crashes by 8% after Iran shut down Hormuz. They haven't shut down Hormuz yet. That has not been announced, but it is something that that has been considered, I guess. Bitcoin dropped under 99,000 on Sunday after Iran moved to close the Strait of Hormuz, cutting off one of the world's main oil transport routes. The decision followed US airstrikes on Iranian nuclear facilities, escalating an already tense situation. The impact was immediate. So just to be clear, Iran has not closed Hormuz just yet. This is from 4 hours ago. Iran reportedly moves to close Strait of Hormuz after US attacks, but reportedly. So all of these reports are saying that they reportedly moved, but it's not confirmed yet. So, this article is jumping the gun a little bit, but based on all news, this is what's happening to the markets. Ethereum dominance struggles as altcoin activity collapses on Binance. Between late 2024 and mid-2025, trading volume for altcoins on Binance dropped dramatically. Altcoin trading peaked in November 2024, but collapsed to just 387 trillion. What is this? Quadrillion by May 2025. Ethereum trading remained stable, ranging from 300 trillion to 490 trillion during the same period. These amounts of money are just staggering. I guess this is a quadrillion, 1.5672 quadrillion. Just keep in mind that this is trading volume, so this is not like an actual amount of money. It's just how much money has been filtered through the system while people are trading altcoins or Ethereum. And so this is basically the reason for why we haven't really seen an altcoin season yet, because there is a massive outflow of money from altcoins into, I guess, shitcoins, ETFs, quite possibly Bitcoin ETFs, maybe Bitcoin itself. Cautious market conditions have driven capital away from speculative or unproven projects. Liquidity previously spread across hundreds of tokens is consolidating into safer, more established assets, with ETH being the top beneficiary. In times of increased risk or uncertainty, Ethereum's technical resilience, DeFi leadership, and upcoming ETF prospects make it a trusted hedge within the crypto space. So basically all the money has been flowing out of altcoins into more stable coins, not stable coins per se, but Ethereum, like I say, Bitcoin ETFs and Bitcoin itself, because when Bitcoin retraces, altcoins crash massively. Like right now we've got a 5.1, let's say on 24 hour, 2.4% retracement on Bitcoin caused Ethereum to drop by 6%, Solana 5%, Dogecoin here we've got 5.5. Hyperliquid is doing pretty well on the 24 hour, but I mean on the 13% retracement, 19, 12, 14. So anyway, altcoins dump. When Bitcoin retraces, altcoins dump massively, and so this is where all the liquidity has gone into and out of altcoins. But despite all that, you've got Michael Saylor signaling another Bitcoin buy for MicroStrategy, obviously because Bitcoin has dumped below 100k, so he's been buying above 100k, but now he's got another opportunity to scoop up some Bitcoin on sale. And even with the purchases he made above 100k, his overall average Bitcoin purchase stands, I think, at about $70,000 per Bitcoin right now, or something like that. Another crazy prediction from Saylor. Saylor predicts Bitcoin could hit $21 million in 2 decades. So he's gunning for within the next 21 years, which would mean I'd be about like 71 years old. We could see a $21 million Bitcoin price tag. And you got to keep in mind that this doesn't bode well for overall inflation, because the only reason that Bitcoin would go to that price would be if the value of the dollar would drop so drastically that the government, the Fed, would continue printing non-stop, and I would assume that the debt ceiling would have to be raised, the global debt ceiling would have to be raised, and we'd have like trillions upon trillions of dollars printed in order to make this happen. Another guy is scooping up. So while Michael Saylor is scooping up Bitcoin, another guy is scooping up Ethereum. Ethereum whale stacks 39 million despite ETH falling harder than Bitcoin. Not really despite, but probably because you want to scoop it up while it's cheap, not when it's high on the price scale, right? Technical patterns point to a potential 25% rebound on ETH's price, with whales scooping 263.5 million worth of ETH during the price dip. Ethereum right now is at 2,000. What are we at here in Ethereum? $189. It dumped a little bit more, a little bit further. Quick look at the Ethereum price chart here. A nice little retracement for Ethereum. Here's support line at $2,045. So we'll see how that goes. Ethereum breached this support line at 2,254. This is on the weekly. On the daily, yeah, so the candle has basically closed below. I mean, it still started above, below, so there is this support at 2,000. We could see Ethereum go down to 1,700, below $2,000 to recover this candle. And then that should be the bottom line for it. Hopefully. Quick look at Bitcoin again. The Bitcoin USD chart. Also, I think max pain we should see for Bitcoin would be 97,000. If Bitcoin breaks below these resistance levels here, then we could see Bitcoin go down to $97,000. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Like I said, these guys are still scooping stuff up. We need to monitor what the situation is in the Middle East. Things are not looking too great for now, but this is probably going to drag on for the next few weeks until things settle. So make yourself comfortable, grab a cup of tea and some cookies, biscuits, and watch this unfold. And I hope that you're not located anywhere in the Middle East, man. I was looking at teaching positions in the Middle East, and I guess that's off the list right now. There's no way that I'd be moving my family to Qatar or Abu Dhabi or anywhere in that region, because probably not the best thing to do right now. Anyway, make sure to smash the likes on this video, subscribe to the channel. Oh, one more thing I just wanted to make you quickly aware of. You know that I posted some videos about BlockDAG, and BlockDAG is an ongoing scam that I think is a flat-out scam, and the people that come on my channel and try to convince me and you know, my readers and viewers otherwise are just struggling hard. So I don't know if it's scammers, scam bots, or if it's people who actually were convinced and scammed into investing into this big scam. It's a big scamity scam, and are just simply trying to justify their failure to understand the scam before they got suckered into it. But BlockDAG right now on my end is being blocked by OKX. So it seems like OKX has had enough, and they are issuing a warning for anybody trying to access the website. So when I go to BlockDAG and I hit access, I get a warning from the OKX wallet, that is extension that is installed on my computer, alarming me that you're visiting a potential phishing site. For safety of your assets, read the instructions below before you continue. OKX wallet integrates multiple secure databases to block malicious sites. Note that we can't guarantee that a site is secure. Even if you don't receive this warning, you're responsible for any risk of visiting an unsafe site. So this is I guess this has been launched in response to people submitting complaints to OKX, and OKX has finally decided to issue a warning. You can still proceed to the website, obviously, but that's all at your own risk. They can't block the website, but they can issue a warning before you do access the website, which means that there were enough people who complained, and OKX has finally done something to alarm people of the problem with BlockDAG, of the ongoing scam. Make sure to pick up a Descent wallet. It comes with a bunch of discounts. If you get one, you get a $30 discount. If you purchase two of them, you get a $99 discount, which is a pretty sweet deal. So pick that up right now, and store your crypto on the biometric Descent wallet. You can trade, you can swap on it, you can do all of that stuff as well. So it's an all-in-one, and Descent have an ongoing event right now as well, so you can take advantage of some free crypto, NFTs, and all that good stuff on the Descent wallet. So all of that is available below the video with the ref links, so get that sorted out for yourself and have a fantastic Monday. Welcome. I hope you had a good weekend. Welcome back to the week, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.